right now. We're just hours away from Halloween. Ooh.
What a great spooky
I
voice.
try. And with the chill in the air, it's feeling a little spooky this morning.
Definitely. We're going to take you inside one of the oldest buildings in Illinois with a haunted reputation. Let's find out what's really going on inside Jarrot Mansion.
Any home that has skulls in the walls makes people worried and a little concerned.
Welcome to the Jarrot Mansion, the oldest brick home in Illinois and former home to Henry Jarrot. When it was finished in 1810, this was a mansion like no other. But if these walls could talk today,
Please want to know about are there two horse skulls that are up in the attic space.
I'm sorry,
Yep.
what?
Yep. So there are two here, and there are 4 total that were found in the house when we did the restoration.
Horse skulls. Yes, you heard that right. So you can see how this house gets its haunted rep. Mark Farley, founder of the St. Louis Paranormal Research Society, says he'll never forget what he saw outside the home at night as a teenager.
Went right across the upper windows, second story window. It looked like a candle. Someone was walking across with a candle.
We all teamed up to search for the facts amidst decades of folklore. And you never felt anything strange here?
Never really felt anything strange. The house creaks, but of course it creaks, right? There's older homes.
One of the most notorious local legends, the area under the staircase.
Was this used as a quarantine room?
No, that's the stairs to the basement.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So the house doesn't have a quarantine room?
Does not have a quarantine.
And questions about the deep grooves on the floorboards of the home.
200 years of people, or the 50 plus years of kids walking up and down these rows while this was a classroom.
But look, some things you just can't explain.
Certainly the enslaved people would have been involved in the construction of the house. He did hire a contractor. There's no question that they would have probably been involved in the building of this home. I know that's a common story with a connection to the house. Now, whether they put these skulls in there for whatever reasons as a blessing to the house, we think, of course, immediately with a skull, it's probably more of a curse. We just don't know. We've never really been able to find any solid concrete evidence to prove one thing or another.
Fearful fiction or fact? You decide. There's a lot to see, even more to learn. Most importantly, the mansion may be filled with more history than haunts.
Why is the state considered where slavery is outlawed, but yet individuals are still held in bondage? So in 1843, one of the Jarrot family slaves, Pete, will sue for his freedom. The significance of this case is by 1845, it's heard before the Illinois Supreme Court. And as a result of that case, not only is Pete awarded his freedom, but it will forever close the loophole that existed for nearly 60 years, allowing individuals to still be held in bondage.
Okay.
What's
I'm
going
spooked.
on in there?
I'm spooked
for
to that.
sure. It was pretty cool to find the history behind it because there are a lot of rumors around that mansion. It looks strange. It doesn't really look like any of the other houses in the area. So we kind of did a little bit of myth busting and walked through. But I mean, you cannot explain those horse skulls up in the top of the attic. You just can't.
There you go.
You can't explain that.
You should have heard producer Olivia in our ear going, "Don't go down in that basement."
Yeah. No.